Over here in the red, we have...
Well,
there he is.
Terius for you.
Oops.
Squirtle. Now, over here in the blue, our Zerg player, the one, the only.
GgoBooGie.
There he is. Terius.
Well. I guess we're not synced up with the Korean commentators on that anymore.
Now we've got an Overlord scouting. Now here's a trick, guys. If you're a nub, I know all the elitists are going to be like, oh, T-Slash. You always say this. We got to help the nubs out. Don't want to be a nub forever. Watch.
Nubs are the ghosts of tomorrow.
That's right. Oh, well said. Beautiful quote. He's going to spot the Nexus. He'll turn around immediately. See? Now, the Nexus never saw the Overlord.
Yep. Overlord has longer sight vision, sight range, whatever you want to call it. It can see further because it's high up in the air.
Probe is going to spot him. Okay, Probe knows the position now.
Now, that's something that every Zerg player and every Protoss have to do. That should be a required dance in positions like this that are close by air. You jot away when you see the Nexus, and the Probe goes to check just in case the Overlord is jotting away. It's required. Learn how to do it and when to do it.
Okay, we got a Probe. Remember, he's going to get the hatchery down. The Probe should have been able to block that.
Juking and jiving.
Yeah,
getting
no
that
kidding.
hatchery down.
I really did not expect that to occur. I'm sure Terius is pretty happy about that.
Indeed.
Now, the next question for us is a Protoss going to get... when is the Protoss going to get the second gas, and what is he going to do with that? Zerg getting the extractor.
Yep, I think that we will see a second Protoss gas pretty quickly here. If not, of course, that gives away the build completely. There's like one build where you don't get two gases against Zerg.
Yeah. So we're going to see. This would also be a terrible location for the Protoss to just do a one gas build, because it's very easy for an Overlord to slip through the back and see.
This is interesting. This is time for him to take that second gas, but he has not taken it yet. And there is an Overlord, actually, a stealth Overlord, on a mission to see if he's taking the second gas.
It's Mission Impossible Overlord down at the bottom.
In the Protoss base, down at the bottom, this Overlord is going to check to see if he takes the second gas.
He sees only one gas geyser.
Yeah, and this is actually completely huge for both players.
Completely huge.
Completely huge, not just partially huge. We're not going just part-way huge here, Tasteless.
No,
this
we're
is
not.
all the way genuinely huge, because this is a very specific build. I'm going to tell you everything about it right now.
Let's go.
It's going to be only Zealots and Stalkers. He has very little gas. The Zerg has seen it, so what the Zerg is going to want to do...
Oh my god, and the Stalker didn't even spot the Overlord.
Yeah. What the Zerg is going to want to do is... Oh my. Our Zerg player actually making a Roach Warren, as you see in the production tab. That's not the best way to defend this, because they get a lot of Stalkers, and they can out-micro your slow Roaches. So that's going to be a little bit dangerous. But anyways, this build that Squirtle is doing is... I've actually talked this over with other top players. This is the easiest build order to do for the most return. It's unbelievably strong and unbelievably easy to pull off. You just make Zealots and Stalkers, and that's it. You just try to warp them in and kill your opponent with them. It's kind of a crazy, aggressive, just, hey, I want to kill you build. Now, the thing is, Terius is going for Roaches to counteract this. And... Stalkers are going to do reasonably well against those Roaches. You can just micro against it.
And the pylon's been spotted as well.
He has spotted that pylon. The Probe, he lost the Probe.
Okay, so he's going to have to bring another Probe out if he wants to warp in any closer. He can save that pylon, assuming the warp gate cooldown fixes in time. And it looks like it is, but is the pylon going to go? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I don't think you can actually recover now.
That's going to slow him down so much.
He's got to be careful. The Protoss might be tempted to run up that ramp.
And notice those Roaches aren't going to do too well against the Stalkers. He's going to have to slow it down just a little bit, warp in more units, send over another Probe, get another pylon up there. But he should already be warping in those units again.
Should be. I feel almost like you were like a therapist the way you were saying that in such an encouraging voice. warp in some more units, get another
Well,
pylon.
the thing is, I want him to show people that this build is, like, unbelievably good. And he's not doing it.
This is kind of a weird game here. I got to say, a big turning point in this game was when that pylon was killed.
Yeah.
All those warping in units.
Oh, certainly. That is huge. And actually, Terius is playing quite well right now. He's just gotten a bunch more drones because he realized, wow, I actually killed his only pylon over here, LOL. Okay, I guess I'll just make some more drones and actually now be able to support my roach habit.
My roach habit.
Well, you're not supposed to go roach against this build, but he wants to do it. So
My destructive roach habit.
Basically, it is.
He's going to go for the spine crawler. And he does not kill it off with a target fire, and he should have at least tried to focus fire before he darted back with the stalkers and kill that.
He's got to micro carefully against these roaches.
Roaches don't want to overextend. They don't want to get too far off the creep.
Notice how he's leaving the Zealots back for a moment.
That's smart.
Yep.
Zealots just get melted by roaches.
Very true.
He's going to do transfusion here. Or does he? I don't believe he has enough to transfuse that spine crawler. Here come the Zealots, though. The roach is going to melt the Zealots. The drones come out now. That's not a bad idea, but the drone's getting stuck behind the roaches for a moment.
The beautiful thing about these Zealots, they just soaked up a lot of damage so the Stalkers could deal a lot. But Terius looking like he may in fact live through this, warping in 4 more Zealots now, sending them down. And those Stalkers, oh, beautiful transfusion there on the spine crawler. And will he have enough? He's got to break this spine crawler. That's really the backbone of this defense so far.
It looks like he might. There's a few more Lings and Roaches coming down here. He has all the Queens here. He's not focused on Larva Inject. He's focused on Transfusion, way overextending himself there. And now the Spine Crawler once again be subjected to some hits. Squirtle has to try to focus here. He might try to transfuse again on that. No, he does not. He probably did not have enough energy. And that actually should be game, I believe.
It's going to be very hard for Terius to do anything from here, that's for sure. A bunch of slow Zerglings are coming into play because he just doesn't have the economy to support the Roaches. And the micro of Squirtle looks like it is going to come out ahead here.
Nice focus firing.
Just killing absolutely everything with this rush. And GG. Tied up 1-1.
I am stunned.
I would like to talk to y'all about this build just a little bit more and what went wrong on both sides.
That both guys, I feel, did not play that correctly.
Yeah.
Rarely do I say that.
They both absolutely made a lot of mistakes there. You have to have that first pylon survive because the rush actually comes unbelievably fast, and that's part of its power. The other part of it is people are used to force field rushes, so they're like, oh, okay, I can stop 4 gates, but this is a completely different breed of 4-gate. It deals a lot more damage, a lot quicker, and you basically custom tailor what units you're making to try to counter what units they're making.
Right.
So the thing is, the Roach one is very easy to stop. You see the Roaches, you warp in more Stalkers, you spend more time microing. If you see a lot of Zerglings, then you have to warp in more Zealots, but Zealots don't really have a lot of micro to them, so you can just throw down a couple spine crawlers.
Well, especially not versus Roaches.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Anyways, they both made a lot of mistakes there.
Well, what's weird about it is that the Overlord saw that there was only one Vespian gas geyser taking, only one assimilator, and that means there's only one kind of rush you can do.
Yes.
So it's like he knew it was coming. Then he actually responded incorrectly. Then what's funny about that is that then he actually killed the pylon, so the rush definitely shouldn't have worked, and it didn't work out. But look, enough of that. Let's see if this game is played a little bit more properly. I'm sure it'll be just as exciting as our last two. Brace yourself for some PvZ action here at the GSL.